Aw, two blue dog. Let's go. Okay. So we did bring one soundless tune with us today just to try and check out. We heard that might be pretty helpful for this run. The east wing is the harder of the two. Yep. I don't know if you caught it. We are going to be trying to do both of the harder versions today. And if we make it and have time, we'll try to do some of the easier versions. Oh. Mm. Oh, Bella, are you able to stream the music? The music. Okay. Yeah, we don't have game sound. Sorry about that. There's a question on, is the music going to be completely new? I'm not sure if we know that information. As of right now, it's the same music. Looks like we're going to try out some combos. So if anybody has any suggestions on what y'all want us to try out, feel free to let us know. Yeah, big soundless moment for sure. So far, it's yep been three cogs per fight. Whoops, sorry. Um, it sounds like sound is also disabled on some of these computers that we're using. We're using the Toontown Rewritten Team public computers, so except for the one that we're streaming on. Yeah, I don't know if we brought any org drop. Did anybody come with org drop? No, sadly not. Next time we'll get Glenn in here. She's got some. And climate. Yeah, we need to get climate in here too. Isn't the new supervisor called the clerk? What did they name her? The office clerk. Yep. Has anybody ever seen someone with organic tune-up? I don't know. Allison, have we? Yeah, we have a few people that play with organic tune-up. When the trees are watered. I know it is shocking, but it's Allison's favorite organic track, so you'll have to chat her up a little bit. Okay, so there's 4 here, so okay. Sounds like they might want to try to fog. Is that what happened? I'm getting cryptic signals from across the table. It's a little blurry to me. What are those levels? There's 12, a 9, a 10, and a 10. The plan was to have 5 people speaking, but this is great for me. Love that. Yeah. Super Mouse thinks we got lucky on that set. Jess agrees. I don't know, Clyde. That's a good question. Oh, new levels 9, 9, 12, and 12. It did sound like they were focused on kind of bringing the grind down. So I don't know if that means they're going to be making adjustments to how quickly you can get a promotion. Yeah, we're going to get to Bossbot headquarters after this. We're also going to be doing the harder version over there. Static wants to know if this is the second Skelecog round on the same floor, or did they?
Yes.
Yes, it is. And we did just have one of our other staff members for the server complete in a West Wing, and they got about 300 jury notices from that. East. Oh, are we? She got 318 from the East Wing. $318. Yeah, I don't think that's probably going to be final either. If that. Right. It sounds like they're still kind of finalizing things. They seemed to hint yesterday that they might be dropping this at the start of Cartoonival. So September 19th might be the goal. Yeah, nice to see backstabbers. I don't know if we've seen them in these offices before. So. It's the number. Aether asked, is the number of cogs random for this battle? There were 3 in the previous floor. It sounds like yes, based off what a couple of other people have put in the chat. Sounds like they go up to 13.
It's random to me, but I'm not sure how it's determined.
I definitely hear what you're saying. They announced a lot yesterday. I think part of their goal is to be getting feedback kind of throughout and building the like having the community help build the playground. We actually just talked to John a little bit ago, and that's what he was saying. So they want to get feedback from us. They want the community thoughts to come into play as they're putting Clear Coast together. So I think that's why they announced it so early. Yeah, it was a light hint towards cartoonable. I don't know if that's what they're 100. I think that's what they're aiming for, but we don't know for sure if that's when it's gonna land. Sorry, there are a lot of people popping in and out behind us watching us play right now. I think we have a couple with organic sound in this facility.
I have dead trees.
And some dead. You know, what are you gonna do? I love that they left the puzzles in. The puzzles personally are my favorite part. I get really sad when people like glitch around them. So will there be an option for the original offices? I'm not sure. It sounds like maybe not.
It doesn't look like it'll be the case. The lobby only has options for East and Western right now.
Oh my gosh, another Minesweeper fan. Yes. Oops.
We're on the third floor currently, so we'll see in a second how many floors this is.
I'm getting some correction from our group that went into the East Wing. Okay, they did not go into the West Wing. They also went into the East Wing. They finished before we did, and they got 318. That's where that number came from. And we're hearing that it's broken. So that's not at all going to be the amount.
It's gone. The computer's shut off. So.
Ooh.
Huh?
And I think we lost Will, unfortunately. I think the computer may have powered off on him. Yeah. But we've got everybody else.
There is a spare thing right as soon as it's turned on. So
We've maybe lost some power. Give us 1 second.
So while we're waiting here, what are you guys most excited about for, what have you seen from the facilities or just in general from the announcements yesterday? The supervisor is definitely exciting. I agree, I'm really excited for the club president. She looks fantastic. I did some of the play tests a couple weeks ago. It's great. Like the boss change, yeah. The new playground I'm also super excited about, and I feel like you guys are really going to enjoy the new facility systems for the final mini bosses.
Yes, after we finish today, we're going to upload the whole thing to YouTube as soon as we can. We do have a packed schedule today, so it might not make it up right away, but we're hoping to get it up as soon as we can. Looks like we've got another computer might be coming back online. Yeah, so unfortunately we lost Will. We're down to 3 people, but we're going to keep going. And this set, just in case anybody can't see it, we have 3 12s and an 11. And we've resorted to using our level 7s to get it going a little quicker. Yeah, Clyde, it sounds like they are actively looking for feedback on how much you should earn from each office. They haven't done any like active math on that just yet. So if that's a suggestion you have, please drop it in the feedback channel. We will definitely send it on to everybody after we open the feedback channel up. Cool. I'm glad it's less blurry. I don't know what we did, but I'm glad it worked. Great job, Bella. Ah, Bella's on the staff Wi-Fi now. Got it. Yes, the playtesting unfortunately is only available to those of us that are in person at toonfest right now. But that's why we wanted to stream it to all of you, so you could experience it. And we could get feedback from more folks. Yeah, John was talking about that too. We replaced the subscribe button with the feedback button. And apparently it's working really well for staff, so. 10, 12, 10, and 9 are on the screen now. Smaller set for an end set. Aw. Yeah, the Skelecog was lower level than the normal cogs. It sounds like it's completely random from what we've been hearing and seeing. So it seems like it can spawn in either randomly as a Skelecog or a regular cog, and then anywhere between 9 and 13. That's what we've gotten so far. So has every floor been 2 of the first battles and one of the elevator battles? Yeah, so each floor now has 3. Okay. So the first floor was 2 battles, 6 cogs total. First floor was 2 battles. Yep. 12 cogs. Okay. And somebody I think mentioned this is only 4 floors. Yeah. Oh, okay. So we think this might be the last floor. Kate's pulling out the SOS cards. So we're getting through it. We had somebody ask what the levels for the laser Skelecog battles might be. So I don't know if we hit a puzzle, we could check it out. Yeah. It's like Bella wants to run into one head first, so. Girl says this is the only time that's allowed.
I just want to say I will jump into those puzzles head first, fearless. I'm a Taylor Swift fan. I'm hilarious.
Well, if they're all level 20, I think we're gonna have some problems. Hopefully not. Bella's going in. Oh no. They look to be about the same. 11, 10, 10, and 11. It actually looks like a set from the old offices. So I'm not sure that they have played around with that battle at all yet. Okay, they have played with it a little bit. According to our chat, it says that they're the same except for backstabbers can appear here and spin doctors as level 11s. So they have changed it up a little bit. Am I speaking in slow motion? Oh no. Okay, Climate thinks I'm fine. There's some loud cheering coming from the background. Somebody in the chat said, imagine if they added a task to defeat a red Skelecog. I don't know. I think people might get a little annoyed at that one. Yeah, we're still at the con on their Wi-Fi, so it might be a little slow. We might lose some of the quality. Sorry for that. But that was the second set of packs on this floor that we didn't intentionally trigger. Okay, cool. So maybe the clerk is next. And Kate's been keeping track. $42 would be a nice number. Yeah, they gave us a lot of tips and tricks in person and hints on how to do the office clerk and the supervisor. We've heard that the office clerk specifically does not like loud noises. So, oh, yep. And we're at the end now. We just got to the office clerk. She's got a little supervisor in her name if you pull up her cog tab. So there are 4 cogs in this battle. And it looks like the supervisor's got a health bar. She says she's immune to pink slips, cannot be remote controlled, and instantly awakens when lured. And you have a feeling using sound gags here will result in retaliation. There's a couple people talking behind us. Sorry about that. We're going to give it a shot here with some level 7s. Oh, and at least on Kate's screen, you could see that the office clerk temporarily had lure, but it would only last 1 round on her. Okay, we're back. Oh, we didn't kill them. Oh no. Yeah, lure resistant sounds like a good term for that because she's not entirely unable to be lured, but it just doesn't last. It's not going to hold her. And now we're going for the chaos route of using sound. We're at full laugh now. Oh no.
It looks like it's prevent you from using.
What status effects did we get? Did you guys get a status effect? They're spamming some Unite coordination. Oh. So it looks like she used her turn to spawn in a red Skelecog. She didn't seem to retaliate against us using sound. We're not quite sure why at this moment. Bella's gonna jump in, yeah.
So she did retaliate against us using sound. It was a attack that did -21 on people who sound. I think it was called.
Okay, we just missed it. Sorry about that. She shushed the people that used sound only. That's what we got. Oh my gosh. Oh, so y'all use trunks and it did 21 damage because a trunk is 21 damage. So if you try and use a fog, it'll go, we think it might go to 50. And if it goes, I'm kind of curious to see somebody use opera. I also don't want to green anybody, but anybody want to pop into opera? Kate would like a tune-up. Yeah, we're gonna reaffirm that that's what happened. Right, not if we kill her first. She can't retaliate. That was just next to me. If you joined late, Jess and I switched headsets, so this is actually Susie. Yeah, it might be a good battle for remotes. Did she say that she was immune to remotes? Oh. Okay, take out -50. And then she had a minus 35 group attack. She's immune to remotes. Okay, thanks. Yeah, Pearl mentioned in the chat, the clerk looks like the type to go back in my day. And I definitely think that's the vibe they were going for with her. We might. Ooh. Oh. She did not attack Kate. Kate is still with us.
She's almost dead.
Awesome 105 asked, is it intended that, oh, I lost the message. Is it intended that the clerk spawns red Skeletogs to indicate that they don't give bonus jury notices or just for the memes? I'm not sure. It sounds like the jury notices are not set in stone yet at all. So that may be the case. That might be what they're going for, but they don't have an idea of what the reward for this office is going to look like yet. So does SOS sound hurt you? That's a great question. We think yes. We think yes. Unfortunately, it looks like we just offed the clerk. So, but Bello nodded and said yes. And what's going on with the lure symbol on the legal eagle? So the legal eagle is also lure resistant. So the lure guy will always wear off at the start of this cog's turn in battle. When you fire them, do one of the cogs have tenure to whichever has the cheats in effect by the MGRs? I'm not sure that I understand the question, Lucario. Do you want to ask it again in a different way? I'm not so sure, Mac. It sounds like the clerk can put status effects on other cogs, so it may be that she granted him lure resistance. Yeah, we're gonna go check out the club president next, so stay tuned. And it looks like we finished. None of these chains unfortunately need notices, but we have been told that again, it gives 318 right now because the team is looking for feedback on how much these offices should be giving. So we're gonna go ahead and open up the player feedback channel for all of you. There is slow-mo enabled. We are looking for kind of cohesive feedback. So please make sure that you wrap all of your thoughts together and kind of put them all into one post. It's just gonna make it easier for us to summarize when we're giving to the team. That should be turning on right now for y'all. Please give me a shout in the chat if it's not. And as soon as we refuel and get Will back online, we are going to go check out the boss bot version. Will's already ready. He's ready. He's at the location. And we didn't even lose anybody. We did lose our org sound because we went home for some jelly beans, but there was a question, does the supervisor grant fire immunity to other cogs? It didn't look like it. That status effect was only on the office clerk. And she had it up the entire time. It did show up as like a little symbol that you could read. That's what I read a little bit earlier. Sorry, I'm a little behind in the chat now. Are they only releasing Law and Boss or all of them? It looks like they've started with Law and Boss, and definitely strong hints that Cash and Selbot will be following, but not at the same time. How long will the feedback channel remain open for people to share their thoughts? We do want to get the feedback back to the team while we're here, so probably through this evening. Oh, and the boss one is called the Final Fringe. So that's the longer one, and then the shorter one was what? Do we remember? The first. Okay, we're gonna have somebody else go look for us.
Can people hear me?
Yes.
Yes, kind of. It looks like there's only two. There's the gate for the middle 6 is still there, but it doesn't appear to have any text or it doesn't teleport warp anywhere anymore. So it looks like there's only 2 currently for Boss Fight HQ.
Sorry, I'm losing ground in the chat, but the first set is 12, 11, 11, 9. We're still checking on, oh, is this in addition to the DA offices, or did they replace DA offices? It sounds like it's going to be replacing DA offices. It's like an update to them. There was no access to the older DA offices in the lobby when our folks went in to do that. We just got a glimpse of the 2023 poster. Oh my gosh, it is so cute. We'll have to post a picture in the chat when we can, but it's adorable. Yeah, Static said, I feel like the supervisor needs to have a special death animation. Definitely agree. Kind of anticlimactic when she dipped on us there. And then we had a question, how many holes are the first fairway and the final fringe respectively? Do we have any info on that? Looks like no, we're getting shrugs all around. So we'll keep track, definitely. Yeah, no 2.0 yet. Flawless maze navigation. Yes, we've got the pros. Supermass says they don't like the names of the current, the final fringe and the first. So definitely write in your suggestions for that if you've got something that's creative. And Kate just put a flyer in the player discussion.
From what I have seen, I don't think that they're final names. I think they're, at least at the moment, they may be place fillers. So definitely put in your feedback. Don't like them, but again, I do think that they're place fillers.
Can you hear me? Yeah. So the last floor didn't have holes for the puzzles. It was just cogs and a maze.
Jess and I are sharing headphones if nobody caught that. So there's a little bit of discussion in the chat happening on they should make it clear which one is harder and which one is the easier version for the names. So if anybody can find something that fits that theme. And then how many puzzles did we start? We needed to get 10, 12? something just happened in the other run that's going on at the table, and somebody walked away in shock. So it sounds like the club president's going to be really interesting for us when we get there. Yeah, we got a lot of creative ideas coming in the chat, so be sure to send those in to us. I will definitely collect all of them and put them in a list for the team to consider. And we're here just kind of submitting feedback the same way everybody else is that gets to try the play test. And so one of the other people that just finished the club president said that she got 1,028 stock options from completing that. Again, sounds like that's not going to be the final amount. They are looking for feedback on that, but that's what it's giving us right now. We did have a maze. We had a maze, right? Yes, we started with a maze. We started with double maze, and there were no moles. And there is one version 2 in this fight. Sorry, kicking people under the table. No worries. We don't know how many floors this is. That's something that we're gonna all learn together. It does say we're on hole 3. We didn't do 2 floors already. So it looks like the count is a little messed up. We've done 3? Okay, just kidding. I'm so sorry. Kate and I apparently blacked out while the second floor happened. There's 3. We're on the 3rd floor now. So yeah, there's not moles or a maze on every floor, and there's not golf on every floor. This floor is looking pretty normal, actually. We had moles, and now we have a double maze. Ah, those tags aren't centered. It's a little weird. I don't think I like that. 10, 12, 10, just in case the quality is down. The question in the chat before I post any feedback is the number of jury notices and stock options the same as before. Example, 23K max, stock options, 14K max, jury notices. We don't know. We don't know if they're planning on adjusting that or not. I would assume for now that the numbers on the promotions are going to stay the same because I'm thinking that's how most people are going to be giving feedback. So no, Lure never likes us. I'm pretty sure we're cursed. Some people behind us. Sorry about that. It'll be interesting to see if the floors generate the same way. Like if you go in again, are we going to get a maze in the exact same place? Are we going to get moles in the exact same place? We're back to 4 cogs. We did not get a round of golf to refill gags. So it looks like that's going to be missing from some floors. I'm a big fan of the triple maze personally. I hope they don't get rid of it, but I'm a little insane, so. Oh, strong opinions on the triple maze coming into the chat. Hey, if you want them to keep it and it's not here, I'd put it in the feedback, y'all. Jake is highly skeptical. He doesn't think there's going to be any triple maze in here. I don't know. We'll have to find out. Do we know if there's been a V2 at the end of every floor? Sounds like yes. So that sounds like that'll be staying. Okay. Sounds like the mazes might be increasing in difficulty, so maybe we will see 2x2. Yeah, I like 2x2. Oh, Static mentioned in the chat also they said something about don't mess up her hair, so I'm excited to see what that means. My mind definitely went to don't put her in a rainstorm personally, because that would be the end of her beehive. There's also some speculation going on in the chat on if throw would be allowed too. I don't know. I think definitely a birthday cake would mess up everyone's hair if you threw it at their face. Oh, is this is a triple. They just got into a 2x2. Whatever you want to call it. Will is very insistent that this is a quad maze, so it should be a 2x2, y'all. Sorry, outvoted. Will has all the votes. And is this the 5th floor? 4th. Asked, is there no confirmed names for this? No, they're looking for suggestions for names. So if you don't like the final fringe, also definitely submit suggestions. We will send them the whole list of suggestion names and stuff. We think it's the 4th floor, but it might be the 5th floor. Jess has apparently done 7 floors without us, so. Oh, F1. F2 says 4th floor. Is F2 set to start on 1 or is it set to start on 0? So it's saying 3. Okay. So it is the 4th floor. And we got another round of golf. Is this our second round of golf? Yes. So it looks like we're restocking every other floor instead of every floor. Might be good for those of us that start the round by dumping gags. Maybe we won't have to do that as much anymore. Did everybody dump gags when we got in? No. Okay, how are we doing on gag counts? Okay. What happens if the timer runs out? Oh, but we're at the club president. It seems like we've done just 4 floors, so not 6. The supervisor is a version 2.0. Her things say immune to pink slips, cannot be remote controlled, instantly awakens when lured. And then new haircut, you have a feeling using throw or sport gags will result in retaliation. The version 2 cog also has one. It looks like it's just the standard version 2 reinforced plating for right now. We seem to be also having a tune effect on us that has 3 rounds, big damage on expire. I didn't get to read that whole one. Sorry about that. Yes, we need to defeat the club president within 3 rounds. But we could not do that and see what goes on. Interesting. So throw and squirt make her damage you. Well, we really just wrecked the beehive right there. Great job, everyone. Throw and squirt ruined the president's hair. Ooh, minus 50. And now she's going to quake. Yeah, 50. Just to the people that threw, not to everyone else. I think she's going to unite. Could you pull, well, yeah, do the gag thing, I guess, but then could you hover over that icon again? Yeah, so the par countdown is what that effect is called. Stop this by defeating the club president is what it says. How many actions do these new bosses have per round? Well, it might depend on how many people cheat. Did they fix the bug where using sound after phase 1 causes a crash? We believe so, yes. Penalty stroke. The president gains an attack for every missing something. Cog. Thank you. I am deaf in these headphones. Sorry. So she's gaining attacks as she doesn't have her minions with her. Yeah, so she has 4 or 5 attacks now. She's got penalty stroke. The president gains a bonus attack for each missing cog, currently plus 3 attacks. So she's at 4 off of her base attack. If we want to heal up and let her stick around another round, we'll see what happens if she's not dead in 3. Okay, trying the cream pie. Seems like it's just a flat 50, doesn't matter. Not sure if that's supposed to work like the office clerks or not, but it currently is only doing 50. Bunker shot. President attacks for, yeah, her missing cogs. She's very mad, yeah. fix that. And that was the retaliation. So we all lost -50 there. Setting car did it just reset that counter for us. So now we've got another 3 rounds to kill her, it looks like. Yeah, we are on their test servers, so none of the unites we're using are going to carry over to the live game, fortunately. So we're being pretty liberal with the rewards. Okay, so we just did a triple piano that got 102 bonus damage, and that seems to have presidential protection. President is stepping away. And this will be phase 2. It's just shocking. It's just shocking to us. So she's in it, but she's not in it. We've got some level 14s. They all spawned in at level 14. Yeah, drop is definitely going to be really useful against the supervisor.
I started
And we definitely got rid of those pretty quickly. We'll see if she spawns in anymore or if she's done. Oh, she's upset. Why, the CEO will know about this. I'm so angry. I could just. Okay, that was cute. I like that. Yeah, special death animation. The chat really enjoyed that. If people are not looking at the chat right now. Right, the clerk needs something like that for sure. No, there was no Skelicog layer. She just stepped back. So she was in the battle, but she wasn't in the battle. Oh.
today.
Yeah.